favorites in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So North Carolina's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before. That's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they faced this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
The short hands, it's Peace. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season, at the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much in
trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. They'll run for it. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking down the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, if you're going to hit that in route against zone coverage, you're going to have to play with better timing. The quarterback needs to anticipate that throw a little bit more and get it out soon.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown Sooners! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, a first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense on bounce? Because they are a good one.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. The give to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The run from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Tar Heels want to pick up the tempo. Caught behind the line. It's Peace. On the move at the 30. Perhaps a touchdown. saving tackle at the 17.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And the defense got him at the 27.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to... where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a sixth sense.
And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. It's a draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Sooner fans booming, a cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Lopez to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 7 over Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
First down.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw. Will cost his defense. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Owens. Just a short pass to the tight end. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Now the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a man, it's Underwood. Finds the tight end. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give is to Smith. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
At the 45 on his way. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
He'll try to do it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got his man quickly. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. 17.
Oh, I love that play by the defense. They're hanging back. In the QB's eyes. Coverage on the back end and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up fourth.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Field goal is good. That brings them to within one.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Give to the back. Makes one man miss. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old, great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree, arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
The Sooners have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Defense looks as if it's coming. Red pass, it's complete. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Simon. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Dropping back, it's Owens. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Sooners line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Pressure coming. Quarterback moving. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on 3rd down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
A first down run in the red zone. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They take a 4-point lead here in the second. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Here's the handoff. Got enough for the first. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Simon. Finds a little space. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to throw, it's Owens. On a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3.
Yeah, and that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
The Sooners will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Thomas. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up in the 26 with the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they decide to trot out the kicker. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. It is perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. The Tar Heels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Quick completion on the out route.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or 2. Nice job, nice success.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back and leaves it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, Dave.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it down the seam. Hauls it in down the sideline. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. Hand off from the shotgun. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Throws to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. A 69-yard touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. The give to the back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Sooners send out the punt unit. Now on the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Owen. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Peace. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Slithers into space.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Their pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Back to pass. It's Owens. Fires to the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. First play of the drive comes from the 41. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Smith takes the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they gets him down at the 37.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat on hat to go get that first.
Makes the catch. It's Peace. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Owens. He's got the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Trying play action. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Sooners decide to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Corrals it at the 45. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The North Carolina offense offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing the zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Offense in a bunch formation. He's going to take off. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down, new set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
Lopez wants to fire. Right down the middle. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. The give is to Smith. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man, when you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play, tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense. Not quitting on the play.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make great. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Got a man, it's Simon. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because Nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
The Sooners line up to punt it away. Coverage team gets their job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had him, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. Lopez to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Fuller. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You know, it's interesting. At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And the Tar Heels are flying down the field. Scanning the field, it's Duarte. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Plows through the defense. Touchdown, UNC! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Miami is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sebastian isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 10 over Clemson. Any big changes in this ACC clash? We've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. That's caught. It's Simon. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to pass. It's Owens. The short hands. It's Simon. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Simon. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Simon. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. And he's just going to spike it.
The clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air. It's Owens. Punts it out of the air. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Sooners come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Coming up, fourth down.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout is called and the clock is down to 8. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.